Okay, I'm going to be showing you how to use coding to create your own Google logo. However, I want to be very clear before we get started here that you do not have to use this option, and it is a challenging option. So if this is something that you think you may not have time to complete, or you don't think that this is the option for you, feel free to choose one of the other options, because it is really important that you complete your own Google Doodle from start to finish, whichever option you choose. But if you have decided that you want to challenge yourself with the coding option, let's go ahead and get into it. So you're going to start by clicking this link, and it's going to take you to CS First. Probably already going to have you logged in, but if it does not, you're going to choose the student option and log in with your Google information. So I'm going to hit start. There are some instructions down here. There's a really helpful video that's going to take you through it and explain all the different things that you can do. But when you are ready to create your own, you are going to click Starter Project. And then it's going to give you a Google logo over here. So see, you can see you're going to navigate here to choose which letter of the Google logo your blocks are going to impact. So I'm going to start with the G, and I have several options up here. So I have a tab for code. So first thing that I need to do is I need to have an event, because the event is what triggers that code to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go down to events. I'm going to choose when clicked. So when I choose that block, when clicked, that means when somebody clicks on that Google logo, this is going to happen. Well, what do I want to happen? So for me, I think that I want my G to say hello. So I'm going to drag this block over. It's going to say hello for 2 seconds. And then I'm going to go over, because I want my G to look a little bit different. So I'm going to hit this costumes tab up here, and I'm going to change what I want my G to look like. So there's a couple different ways I can do this. I can change the color of it. I can draw on it. I can change the color of the entire thing with the paint bucket. Or I can just change its entire costume. So I have lots of different options here. I can even customize it further. And then once I have it to my liking, I'm going to go back over to code, and there are still some more changes that I can make. So maybe when I click on it, I want it to go and switch costumes. If I don't want a block on here, so say I changed my mind, I'm just going to drag it over here, and it's like throwing it in the trash can. Okay, the other thing I'm going to say is when you click on it, I want that G to go somewhere random on the page. So I'm going to show you what happens when I click this. It's going to go ahead and start my code. And then, so it said hello for 2 seconds, and then it went to a random spot on the page. So let's go over, we're going to look at the O, and I'm going to change a couple things about it using my code. So I'm actually going to change the costume for this one. I think I want this one to have kind of a sports theme. So I'm going to change that. And then I'm also going to give this one a sound. So I can come up with a different sound. So maybe I want a snap sound. I can make it faster or slower. Okay, once I have that where I want it, I'm going to go back over to the code. And remember, I need an event. So when it's clicked, I'm going to have it wait 1 second. And then maybe I'm going to have it think. and then switch costumes to be fruit. Let's click it and see what happens. And there you go. So you're going to be able to go through all of the letters, change different things about them using the blocks from the code. I've just put in a couple blocks of code for each one, but you can feel free to add as many as you want to. And then over here, I can also change the backdrop. So I'm going to change mine to the beach because I miss the beach. So I've changed my backdrop. I can add a sprite in there if I want to. So there's lots of different elements that you can use to play around with. And then you're going to save it. And then I want you to make sure that you share this with me. If you're not sure how to save it and share it, you can even take a screenshot of it and add it into that Google drawing. And then I should be able to see it on here as well. So I hope that helps, and I hope you guys have fun coding and creating your own Google Doodle.